Episode 4. I'm still trying to figure out all the audio. I mean, like, honestly, it's probably very simple, but, when it comes to, I'm not the best technologically, okay? I'm the ideas guy. In any case, let's just dive right in. Yes, yes, we know about the robotic soldiers.
And for our next Green Ranger candidate, allow me to present Captain Smoothie. Now
What?
he's mostly been working birthday parties and bar mitzvahs, but he could be ready to take it to the next level.
No. Wow.
Not to worry.
Oh, he's wearing green underwear. Okay, so this is weird that they're holding tryouts for the Green Ranger. Usually, like the morphing grid chooses who becomes the Rangers. I think we kind of addressed this in a previous episode that in this universe, it looks like it is something that people can decide on, I guess, based on the technology.
Should I pretend I understood any of them?
Cool.
Which brings us to me.
As the operator of the series Black Technology, your suit is enabled with an invincibility that will make you completely impervious to any attack for a period of theoretically, your shield is fully powered.
Theoretically.
Stand a direct blast of a 14 megapulse explosion.
Theoretically. But you haven't actually tested yet now, have you?
No, that's what you're here.
Guinea pig.
Great. Power Rangers shield.
Ideally, you will have mastered this ability before the other Rangers and you will Ziggy and found a suitable operator.
You're Ziggy.
Please put your hand. No, back here. Our next candidate, Pink Eye.
No way. Okay. All right. I'm pretty sure in New Zealand there were a series of commercials years ago. I don't know if they're still running. Called Spray and Walk Away, and it's like an algae remover or something. And I'm pretty sure this is the guy who was the front man for it. Yeah, it's interesting seeing him in a different capacity.
She comes with her own vehicle. Picture this.
Okay, this is so America's Got Talent. I'm pretty sure that they're making fun of America's Got Talent.
He's a boss.
There's always a mime. They always seem to get a mime into this series somehow.
Now here we're getting a 2-for-1 deal. It's a bargain.
Just stop. We're looking for a Green Ranger here, not a clown.
Do you want a clown? Because I can actually clown. I can get you one of those.
I'm going not to do it. I'll be going.
Okay, this has always been building up to my 100% can't miss Green Ranger candidate.
Ziggy, this had better be good.
This is not going to be good. Another mime. Santa Claus? No. John! Oh, this is my friend John. Wow.
Honey, I've been looking for you everywhere.
Today's your lucky day.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so obviously you hardcore fans out there know that Fresno Bob is also the actor who plays Santa Claus later in the series. I remember in some of the looping sessions, whenever we had to record episodes where Santa Claus was in them, we referred to him as Fresno Santa. John is he's a really talented actor, and I had the privilege of working with him on, gosh, a series, wow, 20 years ago. I'll either put a clip from that scene down below or at the end of the video, so keep watching.
I know what you're thinking. You're probably saying to yourself, where is it? Right. Where is it? That's the $1 million.
Okay, so Ziggy has double-crossed these guys somehow.
say, pound it out of 'em, boys. No, right before you say that. No, wait.
The subterranean plutonic gopher balls.
Go for bot. It's always some kind of tunneling monster in these shows.
We still have to deal with the Power Rangers.
Okay. Yeah, that kind of jibes with my theory that I made back in the first episode that maybe he has a plant, whether it's Dylan or Ziggy, or probably more so Dylan because he's got technology inside of him, and maybe Dylan doesn't realize he's a sleeper agent or something. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up here. But the fact that they showed in a subsequent episode the Tanaya 7 model, so he clearly does have robots or androids that look human. So I suspect whatever Vengex has planned here, it's going to involve someone that looks human.
Sorry, what were those two options again?
The Farmer in the Dell. That's a really old tune. Whoa! Okay, I'm pretty sure that's Tanaya 7. Oh, yeah. Chaba. Clearly a gangster reference.
And you! All five of the cartels know you're back in town, Ziggy, so you better come by the track, and you better have what you owe us.
There's... Okay, all right. So going back to a previous prediction I made, I said that with a lot of these end of the world type scenarios, there's usually some kind of self-serving element in the surviving remnant, and they become like a threat to the greater good of humanity. In this case, Fresno Bob, he's clearly a gangster. I love the fact that he has his own business card. That's hilarious. But the fact that there's 5 cartels in Corinth, that's a bit excessive. Yeah, that's really not good. That sounds like a serious oversight on the vetting process, letting people into Corinth.
Really lucky you showed up when you did, because I was about to get primed a little bit.
Right.
Yeah, they really looked like they needed some help. But, since they're safe now, I'm just gonna go wait back in line.
Line? You mean for the Ranger program, that line?
Well, I don't know what it takes to be a ranger, but
No.
Okay, she's totally the plant.
Really?
She's totally the plant that Vengex was talking about. Ziggy delivers. Well, maybe not in this case.
Ziggy promises Ziggy delivers. I make moves. This is what I do.
Sorry. This thing's been feeding me false positives all week.
Hey, you can never be too careful, okay?
False positives. Is he referring to when he scanned Dylan earlier in the season? Oops. Okay, you're taking way too much time to get away. Ouch. The way she was describing her programming, it has like almost kind of like the Borg element to it.
Different how? Explain.
Okay, so she keeps whistling The Farmer in the Dell. I don't remember what the tune was in The Watch. I may have to go back and rewatch that, but I'm curious if maybe that's the tune in The Watch, The Farmer in the Dell. And if so, Again, going back to my theory about if Dylan lost a sister, is it possible the sister was used as a template for the Tanaya 7 model? And what we're hearing are echoes of something from Dylan's past and his sister's past. Is he gonna lure her?
What you owe doesn't fit in any bag. You know that.
What you owe doesn't fit in any bag. So it's either a lot of money, like stacks and stacks of money, or something more tangible, like, I guess we'll find out. I was right. He lured her there.
That's mine. Beat each other's senses.
Hold on. He lured you here. He tricked us.
Oh, it's a wig. Hey, it's starting to get exciting. You want to watch this with me? Of course you do. See, he's excited.
Yeah, she does that. It's like her calling card or something. Cute.
Maybe my theory doesn't work, because if that was a tune from Dylan and his sister's past, assuming he had a sister, then I have to think he would have recognized that tune, so it must mean something else. That's a cool shot. Ouch. Whoa! She said you've had upgrades. So she knows him on some level. And somehow, since she was created by Vengex, that would stand to reason that his internal hardware is also from Vengex. Is Dylan a Vengex model that went rogue? Intriguing. Oh, here it comes. My prediction's gonna come true. What did I say? I knew he was gonna become the Green Ranger. Man, stunt people took a lot of abuse for this season. Okay, so this is another classic example of, I'm pretty sure this Gopher bot would have been recorded in the loop group. And usually a telltale sign is if the character doesn't have dialogue and it's just a bunch of effort sounds. Although sometimes there can be like dialogue. What little I've heard so far, and I know I've referenced this friend in the past, but now I'm 100% certain. Pretty sure this was recorded by my friend Jeremy. It just sounds like his work.
Where's black and where's green?
Never mind. Where's green? Who's green? I mean, who was that guy?
Wait till you find out.
That wasn't so hard.
That really sounds like Jeremy. I'm sure he'll get better as the Green Ranger. But he does have the best comic lines. Oh, the gigantification. I've said it before, I'll say it again. This really does have a kind of Beast Morphers vibe to it. Oh wow, so that's looking inside the mask. I know they did that for Ninja Steel. I can't think of any other seasons, but
Ladies and gentlemen, and creepy .k computer screen, may I present to you the fifth member of our team, Ranger Green. How? And why?
Look, Ziggy, you can't just be a ranger.
There is a strict series of tests designed to assess the qualifications of an operator.
it's too late.
Ideal choice.
I would say far from it.
You said he had to do anything to keep the morpher from enemy hands. Bonding with it himself is the only way he can do it.
Yeah, but that's permanent.
That's right. This is a done deal, fellow Rangers.
See, I see he's defending Ziggy. They're so becoming friends.
Operator arrangement is going to work.
Why don't we get back to the blowing up stuff? Hey guys, just a few things about the rules about taking a uniform on dates. Because I think chicks would dig it. Am I right? I know Scott.
Oh man. Oh yeah, that was cool. Okay. Wow, I gotta think about this for a few minutes. Wow, that was a lot to process. I'm just gonna all over some notes that I wrote down. So, a little surprised that we got our Green Ranger this soon. I figured maybe they would stagger it out over a little bit of time. No, they're just dropping right into it. I love the fact that Ziggy is now the Green Ranger. He's going to bring a lot of comedy to the character, which, I don't know that we've ever really had, like, just flat out comedic Rangers in the past. I mean, we've had Rangers that have said funny things, but Ziggy is just like, he's the comic relief for this series. He's at least the main comic relief. He is going to bring so much to this character. The Ranger dynamics are now very interesting. I've never seen anything like this before. So we've got fairly big animosity between Red and Black. Okay, there's a rivalry going there. Blue doesn't seem to like Black either as well. Blue, Red, Yellow, and Dr. K don't want Ziggy as the Green Ranger. So Ziggy is already fighting an uphill battle to prove himself. I have the utmost confidence that by the end of the series, Ziggy is going to be like an amazing Ranger. I kind of also liked what appears to be the budding friendship between Ziggy and Dylan. The way that Dylan kind of defended him and stood up for him once he was revealed to the others. Really fascinated by that comment that Tanaya made saying, "You've had upgrades." Wow. She knows him. I'm really looking forward to finding out what Dylan's past is. I am convinced that he's somehow connected to Vengex, maybe a model that went rogue. I guess we'll find out. A prediction. The last episode was called Rain, and we didn't really get an explanation as to why it was called Rain, other than the fact that it rained at one point. Given that the rain, I think the rain is somehow going to be significant for later in the series. I think it's foreshadowing something. I don't know what, but rain is a bringer of life, renewal, growth, healing, rebirth, So I have to believe that the rain at some point is going to be significant later in the series. Absolutely bizarre. I mean, I figured there would be some kind of criminal element or something. I didn't think it would be like, you know, the mafia gangster or something. But the fact that there are 5 cartels, this could be interesting if they build on it. Something tells me we have not seen the last of Fresno Bob. And what was the thing that Ziggy stole from him and why? Yeah. Anyway, that's my latest live reaction. Thanks for coming along for the ride. And if I haven't already shown it to you down below, stick around to the very end and I will show you a scene from a show called Spin Doctors, something that Fresno Bob and I did many years ago.
Everyone, love your work, and I'm not blowing smoke here. You were great.
I'm sure you've all met Neil from the ad agency Smokescreen, who shot our thread ads.
It's a shame you weren't able to participate, Giles. With those cheekbones, you'd have been fabulous.
As a top-rating current affairs television interviewer, I didn't do ads, Neil. I felt it was a breach of faith between me and my audience.
They're not actually broadcast ads, Giles.
In that case, I certainly wouldn't do them.